so sorry.
It's the end already. Woo!
I'm so sorry. I'm getting used to my whole, what do you call it, recording things. Just don't look into the light, Kevin.
Yeah,
don't look into the light.
Don't go near the light.
Yes, for anybody listening to us, this is Welcome Back to the Chocolate Poo podcast.
The episode 11th edition.
The 11th edition, yes. We're trying to amateurishly record this on Podbean, on my phone, and on YouTube on your phone, Kevin. Yeah. And we're using the torch from my phone
to illuminate the situation.
And it is shocking. I said in episode 10 that we were Mickey Mouse. We were the guys from Red Dwarf.
Even Mickey Mouse wouldn't want us. Disney wouldn't even pay for this shit. Well,
I don't know, man. Have you seen some of the shit
they did pay Johnny Depp?
Hey,
not anymore.
You know, excuse me, fuck you. Pirates of the Caribbean was a good movie, okay?
Actually,
I shit about you. How fucking
you
dare
are recording it on Podbean, aren't you?
I am recording. Well, it's supposed to be on recording. I hope
you're going to edit the first bit when we're like, turn on your light,
lights. Yes. I'll edit that bit out. Yes, so there you go. But, the guys from Red Dwarf would be more fucking professional than we are right now. But look, we're soldiering on. We're meeting the demands of our audience.
We are. Yes. Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Another mention. He loved the fact that we mentioned him in episode 10. And then he was like, where's episode 9? It's on the way.
It's on the way. It's being uploaded.
It's on the way as we speak.
Yes, mentioning Jason. Fuck you, Jason. I've never met him, but, there you go.
Sit on
it. Yes.
Swivel on it.
Yes. There you go.
So, Eamonn, how are you?
I'm good. Not too bad.
This has been our final week at work before...
Yes. No. Well, it's your final week.
It's my final week.
You get to skive off. I have to come back here Monday to work again.
Do you know what I got to do? I got to put one of those automatic replies on my work email to say, I am now on annual leave. I am a big twat. Yeah. That puts this on their email.
I never do that. I'm the only one. I just receive emails. I never actually send them to anybody. Aside from occasionally replying to you,
Stop sending emails.
Oh my God. Every day in work, my phone beeps and I'm like, Kevin.
Again.
You're just upstairs. You can just say, Eamonn, come up for a meeting. You don't have to send me a fucking request on my calendar to come and have a meeting. I'm like, Jesus Christ. There's only 3 of us in the building. You don't have to do that. Just go, stick your head out the door and go, Eamonn. Dude, yes.
Yes.
So it's been a long week.
It has, and it's been a nice week though, I think. But it's been a stressful week and a long week and a tiring week. But today went by really quick and I'm really happy because I have the weekend now and then I've got Dave's wedding. Hi Dave. Big shout out. I don't know if he listens or even watches the show. I don't know. I don't think so.
You better watch.
You better watch David.
Yeah.
Men like David are in short supply.
Men like David are in short... Why?
Because he's really short. And I'm doing a speech at this man's wedding.
Where is he? I can't see him.
Where is he? Look down. There he is.
Yes. I know you have something to look forward to. You've got a nice wedding to go to, and we're coming up to Christmas. Even though I'm sorry now, I'm moving the light around because my hand is getting cramping up holding this.
Tell me if you want to hold yours.
You want to hold it for me?
I do.
Yes, okay. I'm worried about your hands being all sweaty, sticky.
They are.
Ew, it's all moist and sticky.
Oh, there's some of those like.
An aurora.
An aurora.
There you go. I'll illuminate your face.
Hello there. Well, I'm looking at the wrong camera. I don't know where I'm looking.
Yes. But it's been a long weekend. We've got Christmas to look forward to and a lockdown in January to look forward to.
Yay!
Because all of you are going out and coughing all over each other just to get a T-shirt in pennies. You
shouting for hours in Kildare Village. Are you on our digital queue?
Oh my God!
Seriously?
Do you really need to buy all that shit? Just one Christmas without shit this year.
This blows my mind. Who is it? One of the ladies in work was mentioning to me that they were in the village there during the last week, I think, with one of our people that we work with.
Yeah.
And she overheard one of the chaps in the store. Oh no, she was in it with her son. Sorry. Anyway, long story short, she was in a shop just looking around in a really posh clothes shop in Kildare Village, and one of the jackets. Guess how much it was worth?
€227.
No, way up.
Okay, I'm gonna say more than 3.
No,
more than 4.
Yes.
Right, more than 5.
Yes.
Right. Okay, keep going. Anyway,
more than 6. It's €1,200.
Right.
For a jacket, and they'd already bought one, and they were going to buy a second one.
This other person, she overheard this person talking about buying a second jacket for £1,200.
That is insane. €1,200 for a feckin' jacket. This jacket cost me €20 off Amazon. Thank you, China.
I'm telling you, we're in the wrong business. We should be selling shit to people with fucking money.
We really should.
I mean,
Just
we
tell
should
them
be. Yeah.
it came from the Peruvian Alps. The Alps
No,
are in Peru.
better still, we should wear ski masks and rob people with money. It's just.
Then we have the money.
Then we have the money, and they have broken kneecaps. It'd be. We could
It's
do
a
it.
win-win.
It's a win-win.
Who doesn't want broken kneecaps?
I don't know. Oh man, I have a bit.
€100.
It's disgusting. It really is disgusting.
It's...
And I'm kind of like,
I love money.
I fucking love money. I love consumerism, capitalism. Just go out and buy something. Nobody's doing this because of the
Rick and
fucking
Morty.
virus.
The new season. Check it out. It's really
Yeah, Rick and Morty on Netflix, the UK Netflix, because we're in Ireland. Was oh my god, it's the best thing on TV.
It is.
Yeah, it kills me. It kills me because we had a recession, and yet Kildare Village, which is this, you'd have things like the North Face shop, and you'd have, Tommy Hilfiger and all that, where you can buy €1,200 jackets, and they were always packed, even in the recession. I'm like, how many cocaine drug dealers do we have in this country? I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, and it just, I walked through it today after going to the shops with one of the guys, and in fairness, I do like walking through it because it's kind of Christmassy, especially around this time of year, all the lights are up.
It's nice, yeah, it looks
but
nice.
It does attract a certain type of person. Everyone is dolled up to the nines, taking their selfies, Insta, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
And here we are, two middle-class working plebs going...
Shining a light up at a phone.
Yeah.
On the phone.
Yeah, one phone to another phone to try and make some podcast that nobody's ever going to listen to.
Yeah.
Because, therapy costs too much.
Yeah. As we discussed prior to this, I was training as a counsellor.
You were training... Yeah, I can't believe you had to pay for your counselling, because I knew counsellors had to go through a mandated certain number of hours for counselling.
50 hours.
I didn't know you had to pay for that. I thought it was just like part of your training.
No.
Holy shit.
Well, we were some of the lucky ones because where I trained, because you have to do 100 hours of counselling within the course of, as you being the counsellor, within the course until you were allowed to graduate.
Yeah.
So a lot of places you have to go out and actually get your own clients. This place that I trained in provided the clients for you. And it was a community based counselling service that was free. So they were charity, so they had plenty of clients that were coming in.
And can I ask a question? You know the way you have to do your mandated hours of counselling yourself. What happens if you're normal and you've nothing to talk about? Like, I mean, do you just go in and just shoot the breeze for an hour?
Pretty much, yeah.
Dude.
You have to sign off. They have to sign off on your hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially that is it. Are we fogging up? No, we're not.
No, we're not. It is fogging up in here.
It is quite fogging up in here. Yeah, I think it's just the way you have the...
I think I'll just do that. Like, I just do a Captain Kirk. I'm not being intense enough. It's like, somebody shine the light on me. Like, did you ever see that? Did you ever see that on Star Trek, the original series? It would just he'd have normal lighting like this, and then all of a sudden it would just go on to Kirk, and it's just like
it's all about Kirk.
It's all about the eyes and the dramaticism. Yes, there we go. I think we got it back.
I think we got a good balance.
There we go. Now we're at a good balance again.
Yeah,
but yeah, that is shocking that you have to pay for your counselling, and like I said,
and pay for the course.
Like I said, what if you're not a crazy person and have nothing to talk about?
So what? I think I was paying £40 a session, so I had to do 50 sessions. So that's €900. Or 950.
5 nights, 45. 400. Yeah.
So it was less. Oh, geez, where am I getting 900 from? So yeah, £450 on top of course fees, which are £3,250 a year. And it's a 3-year course. So.
Well, no, wait, no, it's more than £450. Yeah, that'd be 10. That'd be 10 sessions. You're doing 50. 5 nights, 45. So you didn't need $4.5 dude.
Oh Jesus! Oh, I am very bad at maths. I'm so glad I'm not a physicist.
I'm just like 5 nines is 45, right? 50 is 400. Maybe it is 450.
We are so bad at maths. Well, one of our listeners, Jason, will you tell us what fifth? 40.
No, fuck Jason. I'm good at math, but I'm just tired. Like,
I don't think Podbean would work if we had the torch on and used your calculator at the same time. I don't know.
No, my battery might not hold it.
Yeah.
I'm at 40% here.
My hand is just about holding it. I don't mind about the battery.
But like, I'm wrecked. I have a blinding headache. I only had 3 cups of coffee today. Yeah, so I'm not doing too well here. It's I'm fading.
Quick,
but
this is going to be the quickest episode.
I have to get on a motorway and drive home in the dark.
I have to go in the back roads of Athy.
Oh yeah.
There,
I'm not telling you weirdos where I live. No, I live in the Midlands. That's about as much. That's about as much as you're going to fucking get from me.
It's in the middle of the Midlands.
The middle of the Midlands. I'm up some hill. If you go by the broken down van, you've gone too far. Yeah, near the red tractor. So yes. So it's other than us having had a long week in work and stuff.
Any other crack?
I don't know.
It's our first Christmas as dads.
It is our first Christmas as dads.
The side of this podcast was that the two of us have become fathers during the summer.
Yes,
during the COVID year.
Yes, that's right.
My child is 9 months old, just turned 9 there on the 10th of this month.
Yeah,
10th of December.
mine is 6 months old. He'll be 7 months old now at the end of this month. So there you go.
And
it's awesome.
How are you finding it so far?
It's a doddle. I get to leave the house for 8 hours a day, so it's fine. I'm not stuck at home with him for 24 hours a day in the middle of a global pandemic where you can't go anywhere.
I know.
Yes, no, I'm sure my wife is having a hard time. I never asked her, but I'm sure she's having a hard time. But
it's strange though, isn't it? Because I think when I talked to my wife about it, it's kind of like she knew she was always going to be in her little bubble anyway, considering the fact that we only have one car. And she can't drive, obviously, but obviously we only have one car. So, but the fact that she's more in a bubble now than she probably was ever going to be.
Yeah. It's joking aside, it is hard. I mean, like I said, your wife doesn't drive or can drive but doesn't have a car.
Yeah.
My wife can't drive, so
it's even
more
restricted.
So. And we live out in the middle of nowhere, so
in the middle of the Midlands.
In the middle of the Midlands, in the middle of nowhere. So it's not like you can just walk to the nearest shop or anything. You have to drive for 15 minutes to get to a nearby village, let alone a town. So it's
rough.
Yeah.
Now my wife can get out. She walks up she doesn't walk up the town, in fairness to her, because in fairness the streets in Athy are narrow. The streets of Athy are narrow. They are narrow.
They are
near
narrow.
the Barrow.
Well, I mean, I used to work with people with disabilities, and you go into Athy and somebody in a wheelchair, they had a hard time getting around because the footpaths are atrocious.
It's terrible, and like the roads aren't wide enough either.
No.
And they've obviously taken some of the footpaths to make them that bit wider. But
well, I mean, it's a town with a castle that built next to a bridge. That the castle would guard the river crossing. The castle was built in 1416. Like that'll tell you how old the town is. And the roads are as wide as 1416 were. I was like, they need to build them any wider? Why? You can get 2 carts past each other without any problem.
Problem solved.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's our first Christmas as dads, and it's obviously our kids are not old enough to appreciate Santa, the lie that is Santa.
Oh yeah,
no, he's real. Sorry, Jason.
Santa, yes. Sorry to burst your bubble there, buddy. But then again, I mean, still though, it's nice to get the pictures with the Christmas tree and you in your Christmas jumper.
Yeah, I don't have it on me.
You don't have it on you, but
it's warm and itchy.
Yeah, I mean, I know I look festive here, but this is actually just a cheap jumper I got in Lidl years ago, and I only wear them to work.
Yeah.
But I do have my Christmas Mickey Mouse jumper and all that kind of thing. And my wife has a Mickey Mouse jumper, and my baby has the same Mickey Mouse jumper. So we're going to get Christmas family photos. She has this whole Instagram version of what reality should be in her head. So
filtered to the 9.
Yes. To show off to other people. 9. Fade a line. Get me fade a line. Sorry, that's a Hitler joke. From what was that?
Kevin Federline.
No, Federline. What was it? Did you ever see the movie Downfall?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That was the joke that we were doing. 999.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that. But what's Federline?
Oh, he wasn't. He one of the generals. He was demanding one of the generals, or was it Faber or Federline or something? Yeah.
I'm sure.
I can't remember it. I can't remember my German accent, and my memory of that movie is horrendous. I only remember that the guy who played him died recently.
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah.
Swedish actor or Swiss actor or something.
Like that.
But yeah, so anyway, long story short,
will we show them?
Oh yes, go and show them. Yes.
Sorry.
While I'm trying to remember.
The world's smallest nativity scene.
Hold it up a little bit. Get closer to the camera. It should shine a little bit. Yay! Shitty
like
light.
a nativity scene.
Yeah, shitty camera light on the screen
in a restricted space of a car.
Yes, this is it. But yeah, so it is strange. But we do have the little thing. She wants all the pictures and
I think at the minute for Nicola at home, with wee David, I got him this Noah's Ark wooden set, and it's got all the little figures of all the animals, the 2x2 and all that crack. And there's little giraffes, and he carries one of them around everywhere. I don't understand the fascination with it, David. In years to come, you will watch this. You will be embarrassed, but it's just. I think it's just the shape of it. It fits perfectly in his hand. And then when he's, if his gums are at him, because you can actually see the teeth now.
Oh wow!
The gums are starting to peel away.
Oh,
and you can see it. All I want for Christmas is my
two front teeth.
Me too. Anyway, but he can, he can chew on the giraffe while he's, motoring around. You were saying your little lad, Eamonn Junior, is that correct? Junior.
He's the fourth one.
He's a fourth.
That I'm aware of.
It's mad.
I don't know if there's anything before that, but yeah.
You said he started crawling.
Oh yeah, he is. He's crawling, and like that, he's chewing on everything he can get his hands on. Yeah. He has a giraffe teething ring. But the thing is, you have to make sure it's turned the other way around because the giraffe's head with the 2 pointy ears is on top, and he just goes into his eyes as he's trying to eat it. He goes, and stabs him in the face. So we have to make sure it's turned the other way around. But he's holding it with two hands and onto it. So yeah, he's eating everything. He's crawling around now.
Yeah, that's
So I have to pick everything up off the
floor. That you can move stuff. David's he's transitioned from the crawling when we had moving everything like you're saying. Now he's standing up and he's pulling himself up on the chairs and he's like, his legs are like fucking little tree trunks, really strong and sturdy. And then after a few minutes, he's just. I fall back. So, you have to be behind him or watching him and making sure he's not near like the mantelpiece or the fireplace or anything like that. So because he has fallen back and hit his not off the fireplace on the carpet a couple of times.
Yeah,
he just
my fella's the same. My fella's the same. He's sitting up and then all of a sudden you say something behind him and he just goes boof. And again, you'd have a kind of a duvet blanket on the ground, right? He just kind of buffs over onto it, but you're just like, he's going to crack himself open one of these days. One of these days, yes. I know, it's nice now. It'd be nice to have Christmas with himself and the wife at home and, get up and do nothing. I'm looking forward to our 2 weeks off. It'll be very good.
Yeah, we are meeting up over the 2 weeks.
We are meeting up over the 2 weeks. We're going to film episode 12. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully if we're capable.
Hopefully we're not too drunk by that stage because we will be drinking. I will not name the name of beers because we do not want to give free advertising.
No. Well, I won't be drinking, so I'll be sober in fairness. So,
I'll be putting alcohol into his Heineken Zero. I'll be putting real beer into your zero cans. So I'll hand you an open one and go shh, and there you are. I didn't pour anything into that. Yeah. I won't be spiking him with a
Does your friend actually watch our show? Does he watch it?
Oh, I have no idea if he does. He says he does, and I was like, I don't believe him.
He'll probably only watch the episode that he's in fairness.
He probably will, and he probably watched the episode that I occasionally, where you can send a WhatsApp message with a YouTube video to it. Just like, watch that, and you're just like, I'm sure he looked at like 3 seconds of it and went,
I saw that. It was great.
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit, So this is it. But, it should be fun. It'll be nice. It'll be kind of a guys' night we can, because he's a big gamer as well, isn't he? He's a big gamer as well, and he's isolating as well. It's like us. He's going from bed to work to bed, and meeting nobody. So should be good. We should be well safe in quarantine.
So what is your plan for the weekend, kind sir?
Clean up the house, like I always do. I hope to try and get. Well, it's today's Friday, so it'll be Star Trek episode tonight. Discovery is out every. Oh, are you going to watch it? Are you watching it? I have been watching them all. Wow, yes, that's commitment right there. That is a glutton for punishment, is what it is. Yeah, but there was a half decent episode. They did the Terran Empire episodes again, but they are so fucking over the top with bad acting. It's shocking. Yeah. The Terran Empire, they're always like on cocaine and I'm going to kill everybody and I want to be in charge. You're just like, that's not how you evil people work.
Realistically, anyway.
It should have been more like the Nazis. Like really, I mean,
Then I'd take you seriously.
Then I would take you seriously, or like the Soviets, or somewhere some dictatorship monsters. There's a lot of backstabbing and things like that, but it's not that level. They never would have gotten out of Ireland, let alone fucking conquering the galaxy. So yeah. But it's some cool stuff. They have new uniforms to them. They have kind of I
think I saw a few pictures of
plastic breastplate or something. It's pretty cool. And what's the name of the black woman who's the helmsman? I can't remember her name, but she was beating the shit out of somebody in the last episode, fist fighting.
And is this the regular one or the Mirror Universe?
Well, Mirror Universe version of her. Okay. She was the bodyguard to Giorgio, the Empress.
Yes.
And your man challenged her to be head of security.
Yeah. And
she was kicking the fuck out of him. Oh, I mean, she was proper MMA,
Taking
got him, she kicked him. He boxed her a couple of times in the face. She kicked him in the legs, wrapped legs around him, and was on top of him, just pummeled it like McGregor would on somebody's face. I mean,
taking him to school, graduate, set him up in for life.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Insert metaphor boxing here.
Boxing, yeah.
But it was good. It was all right. Those kind of episodes were interesting because it was kind of. They met a kind of a Q-like character. Mm-hmm. Because what happened with Giorgio was that. Because she's from an alternate universe and she travelled 900 years into the future,
the memories and stuff started.
The thing was, it was got to do with her cells and her quantum state and everything else, that you can either travel into the future or you can travel across universes. You can't do both without disintegrating. And apparently there was somebody from the Kelvin timeline because the Federation in the future had experienced this before. Somebody from the Kelvin timeline had transferred over to our timeline. So, the new Star Trek movies.
Abrams.
Oh. Yes. So it was a guy from that universe had travelled into the normal Star Trek universe and had gone forward in time. And your man said he was in such pain at the end that we ended up petitioning the Federation Council to euthanize him because he was being pulled apart. Yeah. His cells were being pulled apart, and he was in shock and pain, and he died from it. So they took Giorgio to a planet where she had a 5% chance of surviving this.
Yeah.
And so she beams down with Michael Burnham, and they meet this guy sitting in the snow reading a newspaper. And what was funny was on the newspaper, when he turns over the newspaper and says, everything you need to know is right here. If you need the answers to questions like that, it had from Back to the Future, Doc Brown, arrested. That picture of him in a straitjacket. But he had a doorway, and he was kind of like a Q character. He said, "Go through the doorway, and you won't die from the quantum thing, or whatever. But there's other ways you could die in there." And it sends her back in time to when she was still the Empress of the Terran Empire and things like this. And she gets to resolve
pretty cool, actually.
So it's a cool little episode if you get a chance to watch it at some stage.
Are we blurry? Or are we?
No, we're okay. I think it's just me with my thing. Because if I do that, it clears up quite better. But the thing is, it's blinding. I'm just tilting it down because it's a bit, there you are. I'll highlight the most important person. What is that? Who's shockingly good features in there? Beard.
I love that song.
It is a brilliant song.
I can't remember the name of the band now.
Psycho Stick or something.
Something like that. Yeah. They've another great song. Beer. I want beer. Beer is good. It's brilliant. Beard and beer.
They did one of a Rammstein does O Tannenbaum. They did a joke version of Rammstein does O Tannenbaum.
And then they did another one about backing up your data. Back up your data. Oh, it's brilliant.
They're brilliant. We'll get the name of them in the link to the video.
Psycho, something like that. Yeah.
Well, when we're uploading this video to YouTube, we will get the link for the name for them in the description of the episode.
What are we calling this episode?
I don't know. It's a chocolatey one. The last one was just on Podbean only, and it was audio only, and it was called the Dodgy Fart.
Yeah, we'll try.
That was episode 10.
Match them up though now.
Yes. Yeah. Well, whatever chocolatey name you want to come up with, and whatever dirty pooey name for episode 12, we can definitely do that. Yeah. But I got to name one episode, and I called it the Dodgy Fart, and he's been like, we need to match up the names for videos and everything. It's just
we do.
Yeah. Don't be so. Just because you've been naming every one of them,
Well, I didn't see you.
Well, I did create the YouTube channel and buy the microphone and.
You did. I did.
That's what I'm saying. I'm mocking you tool. Jesus Christ.
I'm not good at spotting mockery.
Spotting mockery, yes.
Spotting mockery. That'd be a good name for something.
Mocking spottery.
Spottery. Spocking mockery.
Spocking mockery. That is a good one. We have to come up with spocking mockery.
That is really confusing.
Yes.
Right, back to what we were doing. I have no idea what we were doing.
This is just us shooting the breeze for
episode. Well, I think what the two of us are tired. It's been a long week. It's been a long year, in fauress, for everybody.
It has been, yeah.
We can review the year of the next episode with your friend. We can do a bit of a yearly review.
Yeah. Well, look, like I said, you asked me about my weekend. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to be watching Star Trek, and The Mandalorian will be on Disney as well. So I'll watch them too. I will look after my baby, clean up the house, and just sit back and do nothing. Yeah. Monday evening, I'm looking forward to kicking back and having 2 weeks off. I mean, we're back to work when in January?
The 4th. It's Monday the 4th. I'm back on the 5th.
You're back on the 5th. Well, there you go. Monday the 4th of January. So I'm looking forward to finishing on the 21st and being back on the 4th. So
yeah, it's kind of good.
It's like 13 days, so it's pretty good.
It is pretty good, yeah.
And, I mean, I'll try and find some good movies maybe over Christmas. Something like, The Great Escape or, Raiders of the Lost Ark or Die Hard. Because, it's not Christmas unless one of those three movies.
I think Chadwick Boseman's last film is coming out on Netflix, I think.
Which one was that?
I cannot remember the name. I think he plays a jazz musician or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I heard about it today on the radio or on the way in.
I think I've seen that coming up on the coming up on the Netflix one. Yeah. So what about you? What's your weekend going to be? Are you going to do anything interesting or strange?
I'm going to Kevin on Sunday.
Oh, you're going to a wedding?
David
That's
is
right.
getting married.
Short arse is getting married.
D is getting married.
This is it.
And,
little D.
Little D.
Little D. Will he be giving his wife the little D?
He already has, and they have a child.
Oh, well, there you go. And who says little rowboats can't get you across the ocean?
It's true. It's not about it's not about the size; it's how fast you pump.
This is it.
I think that's right.
See, this is the thing. You see, we never get to mock any of my friends. A, because I don't have any, and B, because I wouldn't up with that. I would not put. You see, we can say fuck you, Jason, and little D there has a little D. But yeah, little D.
Twiddly dee, twiddly dee.
Yes. So you're going to Little D's wedding?
Yes.
I'm not going to call him David. I'm just going to call him Little D. That's from now on immortalised on the internet. Yes.
Dave's wedding. D-Man, that's what I call him. D-Man.
Dave.
We're staying in his on Sunday, and then the wedding is on the Monday. And that is in Farnham Estate up in Cavan. So we're staying there that night as well. It's 25 restrictions and all that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Best man, so I'll have to write a speech. I haven't started yet, Dave, so...
I was best man at my brother's wedding. I just pulled it out my arse.
Did you?
And
Literally.
Same at my own wedding as well. I just, I pretended to cry and then just cut it short.
Drop the mic.
That's it. Well, you see, the thing is, what you do is you kind of go like, you make up some shit about how, meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me. And then just, give her a kiss and that's it. Everyone goes, oh, they all clap and all the other ones love it. And then, that's it. You just
got out of doing a 5-minute speech, baby.
I'm fucking telling you, man. It's like Seinfeld says, when they're all clapping or, when they're all laughing, just that's it. Just stop. You don't have to keep going.
You don't have to do any more. You've done your bit.
That's it. Yeah. Yes, you're going to have to think of something funny.
I will. No, you see, the thing is, I think of all these funny stuff, but the only people that will laugh are me and David. Nicholas, you can't just put in jokes that you and David will find funny. You just can't. I was like, right, fine, I will put... one of the jokes I was going to make was, David is so used to backing losing scenarios like Dundalk's European campaigns.
Yeah.
That's Dundalk, he follows the football team. And that's the joke, but no one will find that hilarious.
If I can on Podbean, I'll insert crickets right here.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. The way I worded it...
Give me a second. That's where I'll put in the crickets.
Right there.
Right there.
But obviously then the flip of the joke would be, but he's found a winner here in Lisa. That's the bride. I think that's it's a really bad joke, and B, it's too corny.
Yeah, you could always buy a pair of those children's football gloves and be like, she's a keeper.
She's a keeper.
There you go. If you like football jokes.
The other thing was that I was going to steal it because Dave did the speech at my wedding. I'm going to get loads of pages. This is going to be really a really short speech, and then just let all the pages fall down. And then the keeper though, I like.
So this was the first time he got gonorrhea. Yes. Now the keeper want to be very good. Yeah.
Could be.
This is it.
I have to reference Die Hard in there somewhere because he fucking loves Die Hard.
Yeah.
We also love John Wick. John Wick is awesome.
It was the night before Christmas, all through the house, and a creature was stirring, except 4 assholes coming across the back lawn in the 2x2 formation. Die Hard is the best movie.
Christmas film.
I've said it before, and I will say it again. That is a Christmas movie.
It is. Oh.
Anybody who says it's not a Christmas movie is a fucking communist.
Yeah, it's commie bastards.
Yes, I tell you.
Trying to steal our Christmas
John Wick is very good too. You're very right. John Wick is the best.
I'll show you a cool picture after this. When I came home, for the last kind of few nights, Nicola, my wife, has been drawn. We have a little whiteboard in the kitchen for tasks and stuff, and shopping lists and things.
She has a to-do list for you.
No, in fairness, it's mine. I bought the board.
Yeah. Well, you to be honest with you, having worked with you now for a year and a bit, you are very fucking task orientated. And hey gang, I just sent you an email about the cleaning list, and hey gang, about the buses, and I'm just like, stop fucking emailing me. Just stop emailing me. Yes, you send out a lot of emails.
I do.
You do.
I do like checklists.
I like the way you CC your boss in them as well. I'm sure you do CC your boss and all. Look, boss, I'm doing work.
Look at me.
Yeah, that's like me when I'm sending emails to someone. I always CC you, and I'm just like, I'm not just sitting on the computer on Facebook. I swear to God, I'm actually doing something. I didn't counteract the porn filter on the computer.
Oh, stop. But anyway, back to the board. So Nicola's been drawing up these cool. For the first kind of 3 or 4 days, she put up quotes from Elf, that amazing Will Ferrell film. Son of a nutcracker. But then she kind of ran out of quotes that she could remember now. She obviously could have Googled them, but she put up yesterday, I came in and I went around because I go in and I look to see what it is. And it was Die Hard.
What did she put up?
She actually drew a cartoon version of John McCain. What's his name?
John McClane.
McClane,
yeah.
McCain. That's your man.
Yeah.
That's dead now.
Yes.
And it was perfect. It was actually really, because she did
Bruce
art in
Willis,
college.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was really well. But and then on it, she said, "Oh, welcome to the party, pal."
Yeah.
No, what's the one he says?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. But she had spelt it yippee-ki-ya, motherfucker. And you know,
Close enough. She gets points for fucking effort there.
you know what was
know?
adorable about it was she said, yeah, the picture, it wasn't actually that, it didn't turn out too bad, but he looks like a Chinese Bruce Willis. So the whole yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. No, we're not racist. That was
Yeah, no, do you know what you can do? You could do an impersonation of Chang out of fucking Hangover. Like, you know,
hey, you gay! You gay!
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah. But I thought it was brilliant. It was really good. I'll show you after this. I can't obviously put it up.
Yeah, brilliant.
It was awesome. It was very good.
You could use it as the cover picture for the YouTube video. And if you can send it to me, I can use it as the cover of this on Podbean.
Done.
Done and done.
Done and dusted.
Done and done. Are you telling me you're done, or is your name done? Both.
Done. Double done.
Done and done. Bob Dooley. What was your porn name again?
It was
First pet and where you lived.
Oh yeah, Scuttle Springfield.
Scuttle Springfield.
Springdale. God damn it.
Scuttle Springdale.
Springdale.
Well, Springfield does have a bit of a thing to it. It's a nice little thing. Yeah. Springdale is okay as well. Yeah. Scuttle Springdale. Fucking that's an awesome name.
That's a paddling.
That's a paddling.
That's a paddling.
That's a paddling. Scuttle Springdale.
Springdale.
That is just. I'm still fucking amazed.
Pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Mine is just Bob Dooley, and I don't think he would have got a job outside of 1986. Like
Bob Dooley.
Yeah.
It sounds like something out of some Bush administration or something in America.
Yeah.
Bob
That's
Dooley,
the thing.
Secretary of Agriculture.
That's the thing. It's either a guy with handlebar mustaches in a porn in the 1970s, or it's a guy who's working for the Department of Agriculture for George H.W. Bush, the father, like
father.
Yeah,
the father, your father,
your father, yeah, W's father. That's it. It's just he doesn't have a name that sounds anything like
What was it? Was it in The Simpsons where they said, they replaced one of the letters off the keyboard, so every time they try to write Bush, it says something else, or what was it in?
God, no. What was it? I can't remember.
No, it's gone.
No.
Feck it. All right, what time are we on, man?
Oh, we're at 31 minutes.
31 minutes.
Do you know what? I'm just remembering something funny.
Go for it.
Do you remember? Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
She married a writer, a New York writer. I can't remember his name, but it was a guy who was a comedian, and he used to be a writer. He did loads of stuff. Yeah. I think he might have been in the Three Stooges. You know, they got the
doesn't
glasses.
ring a bell. Yeah.
Anyway, but
you
probably know him anyway. Yeah, but it was back in like the 40s or whatever, and she went with him to his parents' house, which was a New York apartment, so you could hear paper thin walls and everything else.
Everything.
So she wants to go to the toilet, and the story goes that she turned the taps on so nobody would hear her pee, and then she came out. And, met with the parents and everything else, went home. And your man was telling the story years later, and he says, I asked my parents what she thought of her. And he was like, oh, she's a lovely girl, but pisses like a racehorse.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
Big shout out to Armin Shimmerman on the old Twitter. I got his book, came in the post. It's over at my mum and daddy's house, so I'm going to hopefully get it over Christmas.
He was writing those books about Shakespeare, wasn't it? Shakespearean Time or something like that.
Shakespearean Time, yeah. So I'm excited. It's going to be a bit of a different read.
Is it Shakespearean Times or was it about Shakespeare?
I'm not sure if it's about Shakespeare.
I know it's fiction. I know he teaches Shakespeare.
Yeah, he's a thespian.
Thespian.
A
real actor.
Yeah. No, he is. He's a brilliant actor. I love him. I said when I saw the retweet because I tweeted Armin and I go under a different name on Twitter, Dunstan Kennard. That should be my porn name. That was a character of a film that me and David, the D-Man wanted to make back in the day when we wanted to be...
Little D wanted to be an actor.
Well, we wanted to be a director. I wanted... Here we are. Oh, what's it say there? I can't remember.
Minimum something or other. He wanted to be a director. Brilliant.
Probably, that might have been a warning message about the time that we're recording on my phone.
You might be getting the memory of reaching the memory limit of your video.
But, so we wanted to make a movie about Dunstan Kennard. But anyway, I retweeted Armin and he retweeted me back.
Very good.
And then I was like so excited last night, and then Nicola was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Oh, Armin Shimmerman retweeted me." She's like, "Who's that?" And obviously, not a lot of people know who he is. Yeah. He's mostly famous because of Star Trek, but he's cool.
Yeah, he was in Buffy as well. Yes.
Yeah, Principal Schneider. Yes. Also one of his better roles. But.
If you want, we can. I was just going to say you could stop the video and then do part 2. You can just
Part two.
If you want, if it comes up that happens. But I mean, we can leave it in 5 or 6 minutes or 40 minutes and be done. But yeah, no, it's it's really cool when you do finally get
recognition.
Yeah. Or if you say something funny and some actor or something like that, or somebody famous off Twitter kind of retweets it or likes it or whatever.
It's like, pretty awesome. Oh my god.
My 10 seconds of fame. Yeah. No, it's when what happened was I was making videos for my video gaming channel on my PlayStation, and I was putting the things up on Twitter.
Yeah.
They could watch my video, this kind of shit. And somebody put up something like somebody called me a faggot or something on the internet. It was like, fuck you faggot stuff. Because I was sending to all the guys on Call of Duty. I was like, hey, check out my video to everybody that you meet in the game. And they were like, stop trying to promote your fucking shit on the internet. And I was like, I got my first internet insult. I'm famous. It was just
me.
Oh my god, yeah. It was just I thought it was appropriate to reply back, no, fuck you. But I thought that was appropriate, but I never should really engage with people on the internet. That one time it was appropriate, but every other time it's just not necessary. Oh, but it is cool. It is very cool when you get something like that, especially somebody you like and respect.
It's just like Armin Shimmerman, a person I've been watching for years in Star Trek, retweeted me, and it's him because he's not that famous.
It's his official
account. Yeah, but he's not like he's employing someone to.
No,
I wouldn't think so. He's not that big of a deal.
Plus, it's like you said, when you get a book that you're interested in as well. I mean, I've been trying to read the 2 books I have on the go at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm barely getting 3 or 4 pages a week at this stage. I'm not getting time to read
to
them.
actually spend. Yeah.
When I do have time, I can burn through 100 pages in 2 days. But
it's life. It's being a dad. It's been.
Sorry, I'm just going to readjust.
There we go.
I just want to be able to make sure you can see your tits in the video. There we go. That's it. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect, darling. There we go. You got a text.
Yes.
Your bins need to be paid for.
Yes, they do. I got an email from the 2. Hi, yes, collect my glass bin, you bad glass bin collectors, you. You gave us one and then you won't collect it.
You really are trying not to curse in this, aren't you? Yeah,
I've already cursed, but
I walked it back. Well, we could always do like the guys on Battlestar Galactica and say frack. F-R-A-K.
Or what the frill. Let's just say that they say that in Farscape.
In Farscape, what the frill?
What the frill.
Yeah. Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
Or there's another. It was a miniseries show that I watched. It's years old now. It's called The 10th Kingdom.
That name rings such a bell.
It is brilliant. Now it's not like it's for kids, but I loved it. I still love it. But they go suck an elf. I think it's supposed to be like fucking hell. Suck an elf.
Well, we can say frack and what the frill.
Frack what the frill.
Okay,
what the frill like.
What the
you mother filling friller.
Frack you. Be like Adama from Battlestar Galactica. Frack you.
Went to the cinema there.
Oh.
On Wednesday with my other friend Bob. Hey Bob. Bob doesn't watch this. I don't think.
What about Bob? That was a brilliant movie. Yes, but anyway, you're in the cinema with Bob.
Yeah, went to see. I really enjoyed it because I can't remember what it was fucking called.
Oh, it was Wonder Woman.
What it was thrilling called. Wonder Woman.
1984.
Wonder Woman. Yeah. Surprisingly okay. I enjoyed the first one. The second one was alright. It was about this magic. You're not going to watch it, are you?
Oh no, Christ no.
It's about this magical stone that you make wishes and it grants you the wish. I just thought seriously.
Oscar material there, Oscar fucking material there.
Yes. Oscar Pistorius material there.
Oh fuck! Oh. Well, Oscar Pistorius.
Oh, Blade Runner.
That's all right. No, I'm just like, too soon, dude.
What's this?
Nah, I don't know.
But it was actually, as the film went on,
murderer jokes.
Yeah, sorry. Ted Bundy.
Yes.
But it was actually okay. It was at the beginning when it was. I'm just going to keep talking.
I'm sorry.
The wish stone.
The wishing stone. Yeah.
The wishing stone.
I wish I could stop laughing.
Do you know what's shocking? Just remembering about stones. Do you know that you were still able to go down to the Blarney Stone and fucking kiss it, and thrilling kiss it during COVID? Like, what the frill?
I'm serious. We should be taking money from stupid people. Like we really should.
really
€1,200 for a fucking jacket, and you get to kiss a magic stone. I'm in the wrong fucking business. I really am. I'm in the wrong business too. I think it's because I have a morals, and I'm just too lazy to take a risk. But we really should be taking money from stupid people.
Like,
oh my god.
Yeah. But Wonder Woman it was enjoyable. I did it after kind of getting over that initial. This is about magic and the magical stone. And look, I love magical things. Like I love Lord of the Rings, but this was just it was a little bit
lazy writing,
and
I mean, the thing is, they have a good they could make it very well.
Yeah,
but
the first one was brilliant.
I think American movies and stuff, they tend to get very much. We have to try and be nice to everybody and meet every demographic and be fit.
It makes it very
and it waters it down so much that
boring.
it's it's like everybody can enjoy it, and it's just shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, sometimes you gotta take. Not every movie's meant to be liked by everybody.
No.
And it's a superhero movie as well. But superhero movies can be written well. They don't have to be. They don't have to be magic stone and fucking shit. So.
There's plenty of examples. A lot of Marvel movies. They're awesome. They're not about magic.
Look, I mean
some of them are.
I mean that
Doctor Strange.
the Civil War, what they call it. Movie.
Yeah,
that was very good.
Savage.
It was dark, and I mean the part where your man said, "Give me the shield. That belongs to my
father."
And he killed my parents, and he took. It was. You're like, damn, but it was well written and it was good. Now it's a superhero movie. It's not fucking high-minded literature or
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest or something like that.
But it was still a brilliant movie, and it can be well written. And I think, like you said, just Wonder Woman could have been well done too. But
there was a movie there that
they're riding high on the fact that it's just Gal Gadot in a short skirt.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
She is, but that's the whole.
Not hotter than my wife, though. Gotta say that.
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of Gal Gadot. To be honest, she reminds me too much. Like, I mean, she did a Saturday Night Live piss take of the Kardashians, or the Kardashians.
The Kardashians. They came first. Well,
yes. No. I do think that. That joke from the Epic Voice guy off of Honest Trailers, where he goes, "The Kardashians," and it's just it's brilliant. But she did a joke about that where she tried to pretend to be one of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
And one of the other women was like, "What's your name again?" And she's like, she was taking selfies of herself, and she's like, "Siri, which one am I?" "You're Caitlyn." She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Caitlyn." And take a picture of herself, and it was very funny, but. Thing is, I don't think she had to act to be that airheaded fucking bimbo. Like,
she was a model, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I'd say all models are airheads.
She is, yeah.
She's Israeli, isn't she?
She is, yeah. Which is why those movies, for the Wonder Woman movies, will not be shown or the DC movies will not be shown in any Arabic country because they don't know. It's not that she's Israeli, but that she was an Israeli soldier.
Oh yeah,
because they have national service and they will not promote the Israeli military in any country.
Even though within the Wonder Woman 2 film, she isn't actually in Egypt. Well, probably wasn't shot in Egypt.
No, probably not. No.
Well, maybe it was.
Well, maybe it was. I don't know.
It was set in Egypt, which was interesting, I thought, because she's, as you said, she is Israeli.
Yes, there you go.
But
look, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're riding on a writing, poor choice of words. They're basing the whole movie on the fact that she's an attractive woman, and that's about it, really. I mean,
it's all about women empowerment. At the beginning as well, I thought it was very corny. It was like she's saving all these people in a supermarket from these lads that are robbing a jewellery store, and it was just like, this is supposed to be like a superhero movie. I mean, I think it was paying homage as well to the old 70s and 80s show as well.
Can't remember her name.
No, she was actually in it at the very end. She made a little cameo.
Oh, right, cool.
But it was just, it doesn't work now. And the way they did the whole music was trying to take a note out of Guardians of the Galaxy's book, playing the 80s music and stuff. And
just it's been done. It's had its moment.
Yeah, it's had its moment.
Yeah. Look, I mean, they talk about the whole, like you said, the whole female empowerment stuff and everything else. I'm sorry, I'm looking out the window of your car here instead of looking at the camera where I should be because I'm forgetting that we're recording this on video as well. The whole female empowerment thing and everything was like, I watch movies, like I said before to you, Terminator. Yeah. With Linda Hamilton, Alien with Sigourney Weaver. There were tough women that were really empowering in movies, and you didn't have to tell everybody that this is an empowering movie for women. And you're just like, it just was. Yeah, it just was. There was a great joke of some guy had put up, and it was the newspaper, and it was about a month apart, written by the same journalist. And it was, Christ, what was it? Wasn't that New Charlie's Angels movie? What was the one with your one from the mouth breather out of fucking Twilight. What's her name?
Oh, Kirsten Stewart.
Kirsten Stewart. She has short hair and she's with 2 other women and it's meant to be like a spy movie or something.
God, yeah.
I can't fucking remember what they're
I
called.
know the one you're on about, though.
But yeah, and it was like, you know...
I think it was Charlie's Angels.
Maybe it was Charlie's Angels, and it was, and it was like, you know, this is a movie, you know, straight heterosexual men will not like. And, you know, that was the first article. And then a month later, it was like, why are straight heterosexual men not watching this movie? And it's just like, well, you had your moment. you did,
yeah.
you know. And it's just, yeah.
I don't know. Look, we could talk about that all day.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We're not, but
no,
you know,
we're
we
not.
could.
God,
No,
we're
fuck
not.
no.
Jesus
Like, you know.
no.
But yeah, so that's for me, like I said, that's what why I don't watch Wonder Woman. It's just like, fuck it.
Look, I enjoyed it. It was a good movie, but you don't need to do that. You know? I mean, I suppose they'll argue that they do because, you know, women aren't getting the recognition and being portrayed as they should, and, you know, empowering and all that, as you just mentioned. But you don't have to make it that feckin' obvious that that's what you're trying to do.
And let's be honest, these are comic book superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
they're going to be empowering no matter what you do.
The men in these comic book superhero movies are not fucking empowering for men. Like, I mean, they're, you know. Who wants to be a fucking role model from a comic book superhero movie? Like, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit, like, you know? I don't know. I mean, I thought it was one of the funniest was... Did you ever see that movie? Did you ever see that TV show Glow?
Oh, you know, it's the wrestling.
Glamorous something of women of wrestling or something like that. And it was...
Jason loves it, actually.
Yeah, and it was Jason loves it?
Jason loves it.
Well, in fairness, you're one out of communities in it. What's her name? Is it Alison Brie?
Oh, I've only seen a bit.
Fuck, I can't remember her name. You remember the one who plays Annie, the dark-haired, like the young one? Yeah, she looks like she's a cheerleader or something. Yeah, what's her fucking name?
Oh, no.
I think it is Alison Brie. I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah, she's in it, and she wants to be an actress, and she goes in and she goes, you know, she does this thing where she reads the lines. I will not be ignored. I will do this. And your one's like, that was brilliant. But you're reading the man's part. She goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Should I just pick it up from there? She goes, yeah, no problem. Your tea's ready. It was just like, that was her whole line she was auditioning for. It was like, and she ended up doing the other bit. And it was just because there's no fucking good roles for women in movies and stuff. Yeah. But that's the thing. I mean, it's like a lot of things. They're written by men who are... There was a male writer who said he said we don't write good roles for women because we're frightened of them. We don't understand them. He said so. It's just we don't write women in good roles. Yeah. Plus, you know, I don't care. Like, you know, most movies are shit. I just watch them for distraction. I'm not watching them to be educated.
Well, I like the movies that are based on real things. You know, like there was one there, Dark Water, with Mark Wahlberg, that came out just before. I think the last film me and Nicola saw in the cinema before,
you have to remind
David was born, and
you have to remind me what's Dark Water.
Oh, it's about this lawyer who is approached by this farmer out in a rural part of I can't remember what part of America, and basically he's accusing a local like conglomerate corporation of poisoning his water supply that has been infecting his cows, and the cows have been dying, and eventually it's proven that it's a Tefl. They make the pans and all that.
Oh, you're thinking of Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
I thought you said Mark Wahlberg.
I did say Mark Wahlberg. Sorry.
Yes,
so Mark
but it's Mark
Ruffalo.
I know.
It is a brilliant film.
It is. I watched it. It was a fantastic movie.
Very good film. And he was in also that other movie, Spotlight.
I never got around to watching that one.
Also amazing, and it was just harrowing. Like, you're just like, how can... Well, you can just how money talks.
Isn't Lev Fry is Spotlight? Is that the one with the newspaper?
Yes.
With Michael Keaton and Lev
Shriver.
I can't remember. I never pronounced that man's name. Say it again.
Liev Schreiber.
Liev Schreiber. That's it. Yeah.
He was also in Goon, which is a fucking awesome movie about ice skating and fighting.
Yeah. I remember him being in the movie about World War II and a Jewish ghetto with the Nazis.
With Daniel Craig.
No, was that him? Was Lev in that one?
He was in that one, yeah. With Daniel Craig.
He was his brother or something, wasn't he? But what was the other movie he did with Robin Williams? That shit one. Where he was... Yeah, where they were on a train going to Auschwitz or something. Anyway, and your man, one of his joke was he would always not... when the guys were having a meeting, the Jewish guys were having a meeting, he'd come up to the door... Gestapo! And he was just like fucking scare everyone just for the joke. But yeah, he was in both those movies. Yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant.
He's a good actor. Yeah, he was in that show as well.
Donovan.
Yeah, I never watched it, but it was...
I've heard things about it. One of our colleagues that I used to work with in the last place I worked loved it. He said your man's brilliant.
Yeah, he's a very good actor.
He's one of the best.
He was also Sabretooth and Wolverine.
He was,
Kind of a shit
yeah.
film, but he was very good in it.
God, yeah, he
Played the role very well.
He's just the man.
He's awesome.
He's the man. We should have him in
we should. Get on our show, Leave.
Well, you know what the thing about it is, we can do this shit, get recognised by RTE, get a movie deal 10 years from now.
The Chocolate or Poo.
You know, like Baz, you know, started off doing shit.
Pick of Destiny all over again.
Yeah, it is. It's the Pick of Destiny. You know, like Baz ended up doing a comedy thing on Republic of Ted, and now he's doing documentaries about how fungi disappeared in Dingle. I mean, we could do that. We need to be doing shit like that.
Where are you, fungi?
We should tweet Colin Meaney and be like, you know, support Irish acts on Twitter.
Do it.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to tweet Colin Meaney and send him a link to a couple of our videos.
Right. So on that note, we'll be caller day because it is coming up on
50 minutes.
50 minutes. Yeah.
Yes,
we both have to go home.
Yes.
And
well, I have to cook, so
I'm getting takeaway tonight, so I don't.
Okay.
I've cooked for the last all week.
All right, I'm going to turn the phone over and turn on our exit music. So hopefully it's not too dead there.
Dark.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking. Let's be honest.
We'll figure something out. We'll park under a street light next time.
He's just too cheap to actually, like, you know, film this in a building. He's like, no, someone will see us. Ooh. Right,
our secret bunker.
Our secret bunker is under construction. Yeah.
Oh,
but you won't film it somewhere else. Like, I mean, you won't film it.
I'll film it in my house if you want. Like,
you won't let me come to your house. You said I'm not allowed in your.
You can always come to my house.
But your wife won't like me. I'm only joking. We can go to Jason's house.
Yeah, let's go down to. I won't say where he lives. Down to somewhere.
Actually, hang on. Fuck Jason. No,
we will do that as well.
Depends.
Promises.
It depends how bored I am at the weekend.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
this has been another episode of Chocolate or Poo, guys. Always remember, don't forget to flush. Shine the lights around us if it's a disco.